Mau is disappointed that I've downloaded emulators. You know, they're very legal backups. I downloaded them also while I was jaywalking and, I don't know, ripping the tags off my pillows that you're not supposed to rip off. I figured we would go with the black and white setup for Phoenix Wright because it is, you know, a colorful legal game. And I was like, all right, I'm going to do it black and white like it's an old newspaper or like a old film noir movie. And then another fun thing is it's going to make the game and the characters look really fucking bright and colorful. All right, so here we go. I'm freaking ready. Court's in session or something. I don't know. Episode 1, the first turnabout. And if I need to adjust the game audio, let me know. Nothing for bears, the audacity.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Thank you for that. The audacity. I swear I put in something for bears, though. Holy shit. I've got to find somebody to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. What? You have a cigarette burn in the middle of his forehead? The Phantom Menace. Was that moist? Yes, it was. Absolutely. Sir Charles White. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. We're in the District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Okay. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Dang. She's like bricked up in here. What's this all about? She's like she's presenting her case. Oh, hiya, Chief. Whew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Bro, is that my defense attorney? How did you find her? She's appointed by the state. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. Interesting. Mawa Uwu. Booba. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. Oh, who is freaking out? My life, everything. It's all over. Isn't that your client screaming over there? With my luck, helping somebody, probably. Mawa Uwu, the passion. Yeah, that's him. Death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick. Hey. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Oh my god. Calm down, my guy. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. All the names are puns in this series. Oh. Oh. So, what would Phoenix Wright's pun be named? Like he's just right? He fights for the rights of people? Who took her away from me? Nick, who did this? Ah, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Let's see. Mawaubu rise from the ashes because he's always about to lose. Oh, okay, exactly. Phoenix is always on the ropes. I like that. I like that. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. You cannot argue with that very sound logic. Okay. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. It's exactly like when I'm speeding in my car. I always get caught when I'm speeding, but I only speed when I'm caught. You know, it's a vicious cycle. It's like chips and dip, you know? But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. Very good, sir. And that's just what I'm going to do. All right. August 3rd, 10 a.m. Okay, a few minutes later. District Court, courtroom number 2. Mawaubu, a likely story. It's true. Objection, Mawaubu. Judge, the court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. I love it. Also, is this Jeff Bridges in Iron Man? Payne, the prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ahem. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. H. North slam. Yeah, well, that's just like the defendant's opinion, man. You know, the rug really ties this courtroom together. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. I'm totally calm. The Phoenix abides. Yep. And also partakes in high form art. So, again, relevant to Compass Cult. Pick on the new guy. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. This sounds like a Breaking Benjamin song. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. The defendant is going to be Larry Butts. That's who I'm defending. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. If I was Larry Butts, I would be freaking out right now. You're like, oh my God, I'm going to jail forever. And then the judge just goes, Who are you defending? And I'm like, Mia. And you're over. That's all you need to know. Okay, good. That's lawyer school. That's like when you do the bar. They're like, who's that guy? Who is he? This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Whew. I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. Wait. Uh-oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. My boy's sweating. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim, of course. I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily. Ooh, he is a good lawyer. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the defendant's name is listed in the court record. Just touch the court record button to check it at any time, okay? Oh. I have my attorney's badge. That's nice. Oh. Cindy's autopsy report. Time of death. July 31st, 4 to 5 p.m. Cause of death. Loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Oh, and then here's the badge. One of my possessions. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Mama Uwu says, trust me, I know a lawyer. Jail, right to jail right away. I love that he needs, in the item's description, people wouldn't understand that Phoenix was an attorney unless he had this badge. That is the funniest shit ever. Cindy Luhu. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Wow, there's no sexual tension here at all. Let's hear your answer. Who is the victim in this case? A cinder block? Man, it like my hand wants to just slap that cinder block button. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was, I think it said she was hit with a blunt object. Yeah, blunt trauma. Cinder block, Thinder block. Oh my gosh, yes, the big cat. Cinder block. It was block, Your Honor. He did it. It was the fucking brick. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't make you the best lawyer in the entire world. That was really nice of him. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor, because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Okay, so the colored text is their internal dialogue. Thunder block. Thank you, H North. You know, it's just all part of being a lawyer here, really. First, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. Another Coen Brothers reference. I just found it on the floor. Lying there. Just lying on the floor. The Statue of Limitations. You punny guy, you. Unreal. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added into the court record. Weapon submitted as evidence. It's rather heavy. Okay. Excellent pun. Yes, I agree. I agree. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Touch the court record button frequently. Okay, got it. Oh! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. This guy's gonna be freaking out in front of the entire court. It's gonna be really good for the jury. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help in your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Larry Butts is gonna crumble under the pressure. Mama Diane says, I just looked back after dishes, and the first thing I see is the Phoenix abides. You gotta go with the flow in court here. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Okay. There he is. He's not crying anymore, which is a good sign. We'll see. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? Larry Butts wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What's it to you, anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. I do not believe you. I do not. Larry gets really sharp teeth when he's upset. Your Honor, the victim's passport. Hey, Mama Diane sent gift sub to Net Ninja. Very kind. Thank you, Mama Diane. Net Ninja, you're going to have access to some awesome emotes now. And you got the cool little cute slime next to your name. Absolutely based behavior. Thank you, guys. And on the leader chart, we have Mama Diane, #1 for gift subs. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Ninja says, thank you. Yes. Yeah, great community we have here, you guys. It's really good, really good. Okay, so they admitted a passport. Can I look at this now? Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30 the day before the murder. Never stop! Thank you very much. Mama Diane gifted a tier 1 sub to... I could never remember the entire name. Thank you. Oh, it's very nice of you. Thank you, Mama Diane. She's like... You're on the top of that leader chart. Indeed, she appears. Okay, so she's. This doesn't really say anything else. Home from Paris. Okay. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait and see what happens? Stop him from answering? I'm going to stop him from answering. Larry needs to fucking take a moment. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Ooh, looking like a pro lawyer. That's like a that's an excellent day one move. Never stop. Mawa uwu. Objection. Prosecution is kink shaming the defendant. Oof. Wince. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Oh my god. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? Thanks, Jeff Bridges. I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Gulp. Well, did you or did you not? The she-dog. Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Wow. This is already like really interesting. I'm gonna have him answer honestly on this one. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Very subtle, Mr. Phoenix. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts, dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Ooh, I'm sensing a suspect here. If this guy is like a statue carver, I'm suspecting it's him. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Rabble, 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 rabble. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. A sussy baka. This is the most sussy baka of witnesses. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Okay. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Oh, saw it. I get it. Mr. Saw It. You guys, thank you so much for voting for this game. This is amazing. Mr. Saw It, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Look at this. He's just sniveling, but his head stays perfectly still. How does he do that? H. North says it's just the neck. Mr. Saw It, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. Okay. Witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt in my mind, the defendant sitting right over there. So, interesting. So that's a little different than the time of death, 4 to 5 p.m. So this is 4 hours earlier. Very sus. Very sus. Mr. Saw It, looking guilty. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? He's like, he's never seen a phone before in his life. Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record added to the court record. Let me look. Let me look at these documents. Let me look at these documents. Let me look at them. Electricity to Ms. Stone's building was out from noon to 6. Oh. Okay, that checks out. Yes. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Morbid ordeal. Your Honor, my client is bussin'. No cap, for real. On God. This witness is giving me real Scorpio energy right now. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. Mawa on God. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. So much sexual tension with this Mia, I tell you. Just rubbing things in people's faces. Touch the court record button and point out contradictions in the testimony. Okay. Cross-examination. Ooh, we have like a little battle scene here. This is great. All right. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Press present. Okay. What's the difference between press and present? Is like present when you're actually saying like, okay, this thing, I want you to see this. I am but a new attorney. Or should I just go for it? Does it really, it's just teaching me, I'm sure. Press is like pressing him on something he just said. Okay. Present is presenting evidence, I think. Presses to dig in is what he's saying, then sometimes expand their statement in the cross-examination. Okay, so press is for what they're saying, present is actually showing it. Okay. He's going door to door selling subscriptions. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I'm going to press him on that. The phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yes. I mean, no. No, it wasn't. Right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working. Correct? What happened next? I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Okay, I'm going to press him on this. 1 p.m.? Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident. 1 p.m.? Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. Okay, so I'll present that. Let's see. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Fuck you. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement... I need a paper. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4. There was nobody to find at 1 p.m. Aha. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, my dude's sweating. Oh, this is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Ooh, because I pressed him, and he said he was very sure. Mr. Saw It? Why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. I thought all I had to do was just figure out who I'm defending. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Oh shit. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Oh, this fucking guy. The time of the discovery. Okay. This shithead right here. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. This is... Man. Oh, what a used car salesman this guy is. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. I got this one, baby. The time of the discovery. All right. He heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Okay, the probably is going to make me press. Hold it. Are you sure it was television and not a radio? Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television. Right. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about hearing the television. The witness has testified he heard the time. Oh, but it was 3 hours off. I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. What is that? What does that even mean? A video? Yes, that would explain why the time was wrong. True. Right. I think the problem lies someplace else. We agree that you heard the time at the scene then. Okay. So I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Notice anything suspicious? You said heard, not saw. Yes, heard. All I saw was the body lying there. I didn't think to look at anything else, least of all my watch. Isn't that a little strange? So you're saying you heard something, but if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all. The witness did say he actually heard the time. He's ludicrous to suggest he wouldn't hear anything. Mama Uwu, glad to know they teach you about the senses in law school. Yeah, and if you're like overwhelmed with your senses, it's just, but it was 3 hours off. Okay. How do you explain the gap? Well, witness, can you explain this? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program, so I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Interesting. Okay, well, let's see what we got. H North, sight, smell, hugs, unicorns, and smiling. Yeah. Yep, those are the main senses. I wouldn't know. I didn't go to law school. You just go to law school and learn about unicorns. Let's see what this does. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations. Oh, okay, I only get a few tries. Whoops, that didn't go so well. There's a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television, but it was 3 hours off. I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. A video, yes. True. Right, I think the problem lies someplace else. Yeah, we did that. So I thought it was 1 p.m. I'm just going through all of them now. Are you sure the voice you heard said it was 1 p.m.? Yes, I can practically hear it now. It was quite clear. Mr. Payne, has the prosecution verified? My apologies, Your Honor. I, too, have only just learned that the witness heard the time. Ma'u, if the music keeps playing while you present evidence, it's wrong. Check your evidence again. Okay. We did go to art school. All right, let's check the evidence again here. That's mine. Time of death 7/31/45. Loss of blood due to blunt trauma. A statue in the shape of the thinker. The victim arrived home the day before the murder. Electricity went out from noon to 6 on the day of the crime. Morbid ordeal. Let me know if you want a hint. Okay, let me look through this stuff one more time. I feel like I'm just completely missing something. You guys are at home like, Corwin. Morbid ordeal. Oh, she was watching TV during a blackout. I see. So we would go coming from the television. Oh my gosh, it's so smart. I would have definitely not figured that out. This bodes well for for future court. Okay, here we go. Hold it right there, shithead. The prosecution and Compass Cult chat has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Well, The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Saw It? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Slam. Oh, it's so satisfying. You gotta put these punks in jail. Ah, wait. I remember now. Mr. Saw It, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That you seem rather distraught. I mean, this has been pretty much his just state of being the whole time. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Saw It. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Oh my God, this fucking guy. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Okay, well, this one's much easier. You saw a clock? I guess I would explain it. The defense may cross-examine. Gladly. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Bro. This is the fucking thing. It's not a clock. This is a statue. Woo! That one was way easier. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was this statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence. Who do you think you are? Oh, he's showing his true colors and his terrible purple suit. Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It. Hey, I saw it in there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. So this dude was fucking picking it up? Come on. Mr. Saw It, your time's coming to an end. It appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yes. Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh my gosh, his toupee flew off. Mawauwu, loosest definition of correct. The toop. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard, bitch. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw It? The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? You see, in the lobster dominance hierarchy, it's rather quite based behavior.
Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, I saw. Gua. Shut up, shut up, shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Give him death. Oh, wow. This, he's really, this is an order in the court. Order. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Yes, Your Honor, the sound Mr. Saw It heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply, well, having the batteries work doesn't mean it'll make noise. Asking the neighbors, I don't think you would hear. I don't think you'd hear that. Mawauwu, the P in the P in Jordan B. Peterson stands for Phoenix. Alex Jones' voice. I hate you. We're coming for you. Let's try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now here in this court. This will be a dramatic C-SPAN moment. Mawauwu, my old neighbors would have heard it. Yo, chat. Mawauwu and Ann Lynn's old neighbors were the most sensitive neighbors I think I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, heard. Little Phoenix Wright joke there. But like they would freak out at the smallest noises. Unreal. Your Honor, May I have the clock? And bludgeon the this guy and his toupee. I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Oh, 3 hours off. Cute, LOL. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow, precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know if it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. Net Ninja, OMG, I crashed on my table. I'm going to crash for today, Compass. Good night for now. It's now 5:14. Net Ninja, man, go get your rest. Stay strong. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate you. Came all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. They treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slime. Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Oh, sad. Oh, no. Mia. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Oh, I thought I lost. Mama Ooh says, good night, sleep well. Good night, everyone. Have an awesome stream and awesome Ace Attorney. Yes, we will continue on here. We'll keep the judge's chair warm for you. Chief, listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes, but that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? I assume that it would have something to do with the power out happening beforehand. So we'll just say yes. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it. Mawu says, Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course, Judge. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence. No, that's too many hours. Fuck! Well, I'm gonna try this. I don't know if I can back out of it now. Oh no. Excuse me, this proves your claim how? It didn't say AM or PM. Oh. Oh, that wasn't it. One more chance. Give me one more chance. Okay. All right, Mr. Wright. But time is not on your side. Be quick about it. Let's see this evidence. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need a hint. I'm assuming it's the passport. But, I mean, I don't really know. Did it. I'm consulting with my chat. It has to do with time zones. Oh. Oh. Well, and I guess I'm going to do the passport. Oh, no. The victim had just returned abroad from the day of the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Oh my gosh. Before cell phones, just gotta pack the old thinker clock with you. Cindy is kind of weird. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say Mr. Did It? Thank you for the hints, you guys. It actually is really helpful. Oh, this dude's foaming at the mouth. He fucking passed out. Order. Order, I say. Oh. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your client? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. Well, Your Honor, I had a bunch of other lawyers on my side here talking about all the good senses, the unicorn senses, sight, smell, taste, touch, objectioning.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Thank you. Yes. Find the two culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only formality, but the court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Woo! And with that, the court is adjourned. Oh my goodness. We did it. Mawu says you did it. You know, definitely needed your guys' help. Appreciate it. Turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see what people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Damn, that sucks. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Whew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. Uh-oh. Let's keep it professional here, people. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Nick, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. There's a classic crime song called I Am a Happy Nihilist. That's Larry. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy, Wendy's gone, man, gone forever. Larry, she was nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, the innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh hey, here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. That's fucking weird, you guys. If somebody gives you a murder weapon as a memento, I think we need to go back into the courtroom. Be like, why? Why? Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she just was playing me for a fool. Doesn't that make you just want to cry? Larry, are you so sure? Squeeze me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Haha. Oh, yeah, right. Phoenix, what the heck is she talking about? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Where'd you get that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled. Oh, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Takes the most cumbersome clock ever. Hopes that made him feel a little better. He's going to get his deadlifting routine in. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Wow, this is so inspiring. Time to put some people in jail. Put them right behind bars. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer is because of him. Yeah, part at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime, maybe. Over drinks?
Oh my goodness.
And so, my first trial comes to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay me unless you count the clock he gave me." Okay. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. Oh my God. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Oh my goodness. The end. That's the entire game. No, it's not. There's more. A new episode has been added. Oh. Whoop. Ooh. We're back in color. You guys, that was so fun. Like, what the heck?